Hello, welcome parents and students of the class of 2023 and the class of 2024. I am Tia Hill, the Director of College Counseling, and I'll be joined in this video by Caitlin Barnt, who is the Admission Office and College Counseling Office Associate. This video, along with our live event that will take place on Wednesday, February 10th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., is designed to highlight a few key topics that we want all freshman and sophomore families to understand, including our college counseling philosophy, our timeline for specifically 9th and 10th grade, with some highlights for 11th and 12th grade, our standardized testing recommendations, and the components of an application. Let's jump right in with our college counseling philosophy. Our program is individualized and student-centered. There is no one-size-fits-all. There's no formula for admission, and as a result, there is no formula to the way that we work with students. However, there is a carefully designed and deliberate timeline that we want to move each student and each family through. Our goal is to empower students. We want them to have confidence as they are identifying best fit colleges and then moving through the application process. We hope that this journey is enjoyable. We want it to be. We know that it can be fun, and we're here to help make that happen. I like to begin all of our college counseling presentations with an analogy. If the college search process was a car, students must be the driver. It's the student's responsibility to take action in this process, to maximize their time in the upper school, to research colleges, and to eventually complete and submit applications. Parents are passengers, a very important voice in the process, available to encourage students and to help them make meaningful connections, but allowing room for development and allowing room for the student to drive. Counselors in this analogy are the GPS. It's our job to act as a guide. Now let's talk timeline. I'm going to begin here with freshman fall, which is in the rearview mirror for each of you, but I just want to point out that it's really never too late to start making the right decisions that are going to put you back on track. Freshman fall is the time to familiarize yourself with school resources like your advisors, your teachers, your college counselors, to focus on your transition to the upper school and really focus on creating a solid academic foundation. The grades you're earning now will be taken into consideration when you apply to schools, so we want those grades to be strong from the start. This is a time to get involved and explore extracurricular opportunities. We know this fall and we know last spring have been unique and that opportunities are limited, and that's okay. But if there is something that's been interesting to you that you can do in a way that makes you comfortable, now's the time to try. We want freshmen to attend college admission representative visits. These take place in the fall, every fall. We bring 60 to 90 college reps to our campus. And these are the people who typically are making admission decisions for our seniors. And so it's a really great opportunity to begin forming some meaningful relationships. Every freshman took the PSAT in October. When those scores were available in December, we talked about how to evaluate them through advisory. We want students to read. You are going to see this on every slide because we know that reading, both for pleasure and for work, helps improve standardized test performance. And so we want every student to be a reader. The freshman year is the time to continue to develop good study habits. If fall semester didn't look the way you hoped, this is the time to make adjustments and to really focus on earning grades that are going to reflect your true academic abilities. We want you to consider your strengths and areas of concern when it comes time to register for your next year courses. And on February 24th, we have an event we're really excited about. It is a case studies and admission experts panel We'd love for every freshman and their family to attend. Focus on planning an enriching summer experience. I have a really broad definition of the word enriching. This could be a job. It could be a college program, either on campus or virtual. This can also just be diving into a hobby, something at home that you love. And athletes, we want you to familiarize yourself with the NCAA and NAIA athletic recruiting requirements. And once again, want you to read. Sophomores, you'll notice a lot of what you see here is similar to freshmen. We want you in the fall to attend college rep visits. Focus on deepening your involvement in extracurricular activities that you really enjoy. Start thinking about ways you can lead, either now or in the future. This is a great time to visit college campuses. In-person visits on some campuses are open, on some campuses they're currently closed, but all schools have focused on developing really wonderful virtual resources that we'd like every sophomore to take advantage of. Our goal is for you to do at least 3 college visits before the end of the academic year. Sophomores also took the PSAT and evaluated their scores. Spring, focus on grades, and attend a college fair. This year, all college fairs are virtual, and we will provide a list and hope that you participate in at least one. Sophomores should plan to attend that case studies event. Also, should consider their strengths and areas of concern when it comes time for course registration. And then we have a really exciting opportunity for sophomores to complete an assessment called U-Science in SCORE, which is our college counseling software that we use at all grade levels. U-Science is a series of games and questions and activities that measures aptitudes and career interests and provides some really exciting feedback for the student and the counselor. Also plan an enriching summer experience and keep reading. All right, now junior and senior year, I'm not going to read all the items here, but I would encourage you to pause the video and look at each item. I love junior and senior year. I love working with students so personally and so individually, and look forward to doing that with each of you.
For those students and parents in the class of 2024 that I have not yet met or had a chance to say, welcome to the upper school. I am Miss Barnt. You are more than halfway through your freshman year of high school already, and trust me when I say the years will continue to fly by. Students and parents in the class of 2023, thank you for tuning in and listening again. The landscape of higher education is ever changing, and that's why Ms. Hill and I are here to support and guide you and your family through this journey. I'd like to take a moment and share the components that make up a completed college application. We will discuss the application in 3 parts: academic, extracurricular, and personal. Beginning with academics, the transcript is absolutely number 1, followed by a selection of intended major and possibly standardized test scores. When looking at your personal transcript, focus on identifying how you are demonstrating your best performance in an academically rigorous schedule that is challenging but not overwhelming. Ultimately, it is about balance and taking on a manageable rigor. Students should prioritize all 5 core academic subjects: English, math, science, history, and world language each year. Then we encourage students to use electives such as contemporary ensemble, photography, theater and technology, or yearbook to communicate your interests and passions. A tip: choose your Davidson Day courses wisely and be realistic. From your advisor to past, current, and future teachers, utilize your resources to make sound, informed decisions. The courses you take today can impact future courses you will take in upper school and beyond. The transcript is essentially the personal autobiography of your upper school years, so make sure that the overall document is representative of you. We already discussed testing a bit when Ms. Hill did the timeline, but I want to revisit it here because we get a lot of questions about this piece of the application. As you have already experienced, students in 9th and 10th grade take the PSAT each fall. In the junior year, students at Davidson Day take the PSAT and ACT. Our recommendation is that one more of whatever test is best. Ideally, you will end your junior year with a test score that is representative of your true academic abilities. Test preparation typically takes place in the junior year. Finally, we see students earn their best scores in senior year, so we usually recommend at least one more in the fall. Remember, you have the choice when sending scores. You do not have to send every test you take. This is called score choice. There are also test optional, test flexible schools, which can be found at www.fairtest.org. This year, most colleges moved to a temporary test optional model because many test sites were closed due to COVID. We do not know yet how this will impact your classes, but we are monitoring closely and will certainly do our best to keep you informed and prepared for the future. Beyond the academic component of the application, the next piece of the puzzle is the extracurricular activities. As I mentioned previously, the elective courses you take should communicate interest. Beyond the classroom, these electives, the arts, music, theater, photography, and yearbook, should also show your commitment to your interests. Your freshman year should be very exploratory in and outside of the classroom. During your sophomore year, we hope students will begin to commit to clubs, teams, and organizations that are meaningful to them. Sophomore year, you should select electives wisely and utilize the time during advisory to participate and maybe even lead a club. Every summer will look a bit different, but we encourage students to be productive and be creative. Show initiative and do what you love. Consider that colleges and universities are looking for a well-rounded student body, not necessarily the all-around student. Be mindful of how dedication and duration show commitment and passion. Finally, parents, this is where you can be helpful. Take good notes. Keep detailed records of any positions or leadership roles, awards or honors earned, and team or personal results. The personal theme is important, especially at the most selective institutions, but it cannot make up for a weak academic profile or weak extracurriculars. All Davidson Day students work with English teachers and college counselors to write essay responses that allow admission counselors to hear their voice in the process. The essay is ultimately the only place in the application where a student's authentic voice is heard. So allow your personality to come through in your personal writing. Take advantage of the unique opportunity to attend college admission representative visits each fall and visit colleges virtually or in person as often as you can. The more time you take to get to know a college, the better informed you will be as you write essays, participate in interviews, and submit your applications. The recommendation letters, which for most Davidson Day students is one comprehensive counselor recommendation letter and two separate letters from teachers who know them well. The relationships you are building today contribute to the strength of these letters, so be present, collaborate with your peers, and do not be afraid to be creative. Keep in mind, each component, academic, extracurricular, and personal, are evaluated within context. There is no one school. It is not a Goldilocks model, but rather there are many schools that are a good fit just for you. Take advantage of your time in the upper school, optimize your time, build relationships, learn as much as possible, and we are so excited to see where you will end up after graduation. We look forward to seeing all students and parents for our live college night discussion on Wednesday, February 10th at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. Additional joining details and a question form has been included with the email where you found this video. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the 10th.